Amazing people, what's up? What's good? Different approach. They said if you do the same thing, the same time, and they just said that you be a mad person. I don't want to be a mad person. So, hi guys, what's up? What's good? It's your boy Daki. It's from the RKI. Yes, I was an amazing person. Poe, what's good?
I'm just chill, man.
What's up with the glasses?
I don't want to see you, bro.
I
don't want to see anybody's face.
Kala, Ojutile, Boroti. Anyways, yeah, moving on from that one. Today, we talk about somebody I love talking about the most, but yet I've been talking about DAVIDO and then the DMW. You know, I think it was not quite long as quite that DMW actually means DAVIDO music. DAVIDO music what? What right? I really thought DM was something different. I never knew it was DAVIDO music what that. But anyways, we learn every day. How old were you when you knew that? You yourself, how old were you? When you discovered that it was DAVIDO's music contract.
I've always known though.
Yeah, actually, yeah, for some persons. But also for people like you, plenty. But anyways, yeah, DMW, amazing record label.
Right.
Doing good for themselves. In Nigeria at the moment, we have some record labels that they've established themselves as it were that you can't mention label without mentioning them. Like of YBNL, like of Mavins, and CDMW as well. But then do you think DMW has cemented themselves so strong that they could be in that conversation too?
Yeah, at the end of the day, yes, you could say that. It's fair to say that because they have a structure. They have a structure, and it also is a recognized record label. Anyway, so of course, they've earned their marks to be called a proper record label because they have very amazing artists, signed to them under their belt. So of course, I think it's fair to say they've been able to raise superstars as well too. So
yeah, true.
Which is very correct. So yeah, I mean, anytime, any day, they are always in the conversation.
Anytime, any day, they are always in the conversation. Yeah, moving on. There's always been this conversation argument between who's the 30BG gang, who's the DMW. At the point, we saw they would do both chain for them, and then he called it he said for 30BG guys, and then I was giving likes of Cubana Chief Priest, giving a lot of persons that people like is this person. So what's the difference between 30BG and DMW?
30BG and DMW, I think it's almost the same like franchise. DMW, DAVIDO Music Worldwide, is obviously like the music franchise, right? Where the artists are signed to the label and everything. So 30BG, the 30 billion gang, is a combination of everybody that is in the DAVIDO space. If I have to put it that way, like his guys, his main guys, his ride or die G's. So it's not specifically affiliated to the music, right? It's just like, oh, we belong to this community. Like we say, oh, here in Augusto, we're the Gusto family, right? But we also have Gusto Media. We also have Gusto this, Gusto that. But, 30BG, 30 billion gang is, if you just go sign up self to be 30 billion gang member self, you get me? But the DAVIDO Music Worldwide is the music franchise of the business, so which is separate on its own from 30 billion gang.
And there's one from that one. We're going to talk about three artists who they've done well under the DAVIDO Music Worldwide. Talking about DMW. People like we have Peruzzi, we have Mayorkun, and then we have Dremo. At the point we know these guys were very instrumental in DMW at the time, and then bit by bit, contract expired, and Mayorkun left for us. Peruzzi, we have Dremo is out, and with their departure lately, or their contract running out and everything, how would you say it has affected DMW as a brand?
It has actually affected them. If people might not really want to, attest to that fact, but it has really affected them because there has not been really important recruitment. I'm not saying important recruitment in terms of the other people who are on the label are not very good, but I'm saying the star quality that we know to be the Dremo, to be the Peruzzi, and the Mayorkun. We haven't had a replica or something close to them anymore, on the label. I don't know what's coming for DMW, but I know that DAVIDO obviously has plans, and he's always very, very good with spotting out talent. So I hope that we have a lot of people who probably might, I think, in my own opinion, might be in the new school gang. Rise by lifting others has always been Davido's mantra.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's going to happen. Regardless, I can't say for sure if you know DMW has been the same way it has been before, because these guys obviously held it down with back to back bangers. Of course, we understood, the fracas between, the Dremo issue and all of that stuff, which we're going to talk about later, I suppose. But no, it has not been the same, really, to be honest.
It has not been the same, really, to be honest. So apparently, moving on, we're going to have like a question about these three guys individually, see their growth, see how what they did when they were there. Now that they are on their own, what are they doing? How far have they be able to pull up themselves? So we're going to start off with Dremo. So there was an interview on a podcast with the dancer Pokoli.
Yeah.
And then Pokoli asked him, "Are you in TTBG?" He said yes. Are you in DMW? Said in between. Said because contract expired, and then obviously with what happened to Davido, I don't think any contract should be renewed at this time.
Obviously.
Now, so he's he's on the state where he actually wants to be there, but then contract have expired. So are you seeing a likelihood for Mayorkun? We know he's gone. Mayorkun, even before the incident, he has been out of DMW.
Right.
But are you seeing an incident where we might likely have Dremo back even after when he's back? This match already. Davido actually promised us March. So when March, Davido arrival should be in no time. So when he gets back, are you saying him back to office to get Dremo back on the DMW team? They need a Dremo back.
I know that David loves his gang, he loves his family, and the whole Dremo effect. I think for me, Dremo is on a different space. He's in a different space right now. And of course, the interview with Poco, where he said that his affiliation with, DNW, Davido Music Worldwide, is like this. It wasn't very straightforward. Like I said, recall that I said that 30BG is a different arm, which communists really everybody who are his friends, his family, his associates, everybody in that gang. But the music side, which is Davido Music Worldwide, truthfully, Dramo's not on the level anymore. That's the truth. You get me? So, and I know that he's been really working hard to be able to like put out music and do all those stuff. He might obviously still get support from David, but to be back on the label, I don't see it happening. It's almost going to be like the DNA and the Don Jazzy situation, where it's like all the Don Jazzy situation and Ricardo Banks situation, where it's like, oh, okay, you're out of Maven, but it doesn't mean that I can't support you. I'll definitely support you. And you see, like in their last concert that they held, he brought literally everybody, who was a part of the family. And I see almost the same thing almost going to happen if at all David comes back and announces a tour, announces a concert, which I think that will be good for the sanity of music right now, because everybody's really missed David. You might also see the Dremos and everybody who has been a part of the structure back, in line. So I don't think that Dremo will want to really. I don't think that they should even. Dremo should just focus on himself and just keep doing what he's doing. He's good at what he does. I think that stars will align for him.
Okay. From what you're saying now, that brings me to ask you, how is it doing now? Under a label, you get promotions, they push you, they put in the money, put in investment, they put in everything just so you walk out and you're okay. But now as Dremo, how has he fared lately on his own?
I can't categorically tell you because we don't live on the same roof, but at least we can see what he's doing on social media.
Oh, yeah.
He's churning out music, he's putting out work. His work rate has been N'Golo Kante type vibe, where he's like working back to back. So I think for me, it's just Dremo trying to prove himself to say, yo, listen, I'm still very relevant. I'm still trying to do stuff by myself. Of course, you might not be able to get the help that you will get normally if you're in the label.
Yeah.
So it's more like eating into your own personal finances now, except that you have partners who are ready to also try to replicate what you had with David, or just be able to even supersede it, because it's better for you to go from here to here than from here to there.
Yeah,
right? So it's like a downward slope, and then you're struggling, And then, like you will always say on our reactions, music is actually very global, and the acceptability of music is, here and there. Once you're gone for far too long, people will forget you. So it's like you're coming back again. You're trying to be like one type of one hit wonder type of artist where you're just looking for that one track for people to remember that, oh yes, I exist. So I think that it's not been easy for him. I should believe that it's not been easy for him, but I want to also state categorically that Dremo is doing amazing and he should just keep on doing what he's doing.
Yeah, he actually said something when he said ego locative. If you don't know who that guy is, that's one of the. If you talk about, yeah, I think I saw a play film said the earth is covered by so percent of water, the rest by Kanti. So Kanti actually covers everywhere. Like he's a workaholic, he works so hard. So obviously it tells you that Dremo works so hard. Moving on, we have Peruzzi. For Peruzzi, now we just say he has failed on his own. For some person, they feel it's even better on his own. Some person actually prefer Peruzzi as Peruzzi, unlike Peruzzi in DMW.
How Peru has fared on his own is like a very, very tricky question. And for me, I would say that it's not been easy. I think because Peru just really like rode on the wings of the DMW and 30BG, clan. And it seemed like after all those things left, he became another person, right? Of course, we understood there was a type of scandal that rocked him a while, so he took like a break off music for a while. But I think that has been dealt with. I don't see any type of consistency from him, rather. So I don't know what the arrangement is with DMW, but I believe that if you give me the type of Dremo kind of vibe where he's like Dremo is uncertain about what his affiliation is right now, but at least he's still churning out the work. I don't see that happening for Peruzzi. So I'm kind of like very skeptical as to what the music scenery holds for him. But doesn't take the fact that he's a freaking amazing, super talented, singer songwriter. He can really sing. He can write. Of course, he gets a lot of big credits for writing most of the major songs that you hear on the radio. So which is very good. But I don't see any type of commitment from him. I might be wrong. I might just go off the knowledge of what I think I know. But the truth is, we need to understand that you have to just be there to be able to churn out music every time because the fans are always eager to hear. The fans are always eager to eat. And when you don't give them food, they will look for where they will get them from.
Yes, talking about Peruzzi, we saw where we had this kind of started a conversation with a fan, and the fan asked him, "Do you have Mayorkun or Obi in your album? Reveal a beg." And then he said, "For you, I have both. So I have DAVIDO, I have Mayorkun project. So the question is, when are you dropping the project?" Moving on is talking about the mayor of Lagos of Lily. We have Mayorkun. This one, so when Mayorkun came out to say, "Make music with someone you all thought I will never make music with. Make I not hear any negative pin." Oh. And okay, and then just to add join the lines together, we saw Whiskey actually came out to say, "I'm going on talk with Whiskey, save your coins, and no one hear Pim." And then for some fans who actually like to connect dots with themselves, Pim from Mayorkun, Pim from Whiskey doesn't mean they are doing, but then Pim is car on, it's nothing serious. Moving on, we saw where actually for Mayorkun what is set up for is European tour, it goes on beginning April. April 28th to June 4th.
Yeah.
Czech Republic, Italy, Denmark, Norway, France, Germany, Spain, and then the UK. For Mayorkun, he has actually been busy lately.
Right.
Then say similar questions with German Peruzzi. Do you think he's doing better on his own, or he did much better with DMW?
I think right now Mayo has. I think Mayo out of all the three names all the names that were put forward today. That have their contract scheduled with DMW. I think Mayo is the most hardworking because I think Mayo seemed to me to have like a plan.
Okay.
That he's been following through, which is very good. I feel that Mayo is good, and Mayo doesn't really necessarily have to go back to DMW. I think he can actually stand on his own. He has a lot of people who support him. And Mayorkun knows how to get. Mayorkun is a subtle type of portable. It's not a loud portable. It's just he just knows how to move. He just moves very, 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 very sharp. So I think that for me, Mayorkun can actually be on his own and really not ride on the waves of DMW. Obviously, like we've all agreed on this subject that label does a lot of things.
Yeah,
A lot of help.
a lot.
Does a lot of upgrading, a lot of marketing. They're putting in the money. They're trying to do this for you. It's just like you're just sitting like jesting while the other team works
I'm
for
working
you.
for you. Yeah.
But right now, you might not really have that structure anymore, so you have to build that. And of course, it's not going to be easy. But I know that these guys are very smart people. They are very talented, and whoever even tries to even take them on, who says no to an international deal? For an international deal, for example,
That's true.
they get some type of affiliation with Empire, for example, it's gone.
It's a law. Anyways, yeah, for these guys, it looked like we threw them, but then I have one more question. We spoke about how they fared without the brand at all. Now, how is the brand faring without them? So strictly, is this me asking you, Paul? How is Davido doing? We talk about how his last project, how this guys were instrumental writing songs and everything. Now they are not on this team. How do you think Davido is faring without them?
They are 30 BG regardless. If David needs their help, David will call for them.
I think that's like the idea. That's like a smart idea.
Do you understand?
Yeah, true.
So for the fact that your contract is up with DMW doesn't mean that you're not my guy. You are a 30 BG. That's for life. It's just like a cult. It's for life. You're in there. You're in there.
True.
You get me? So, and David is that kind of person that is very lovable. David will not call you and you don't want to answer. Wait till he do you.
True.
Do you understand?
True.
David is that kind of person that is very loved. See how I think very soon now we might even have to go and get a placard and organize some
I'll lead it to
and go for a protest to start to beg David to come online. Do you understand? So I don't see David asking for favors from these guys, and they're turning it down. It's not going to be possible.
Okay, guys, this is where you're the conversation on this particular topic. Anyways, just so you know, I'm doing a protest to make the video come outside. If you want to join me in the protest, just in the comment, just indicate in the comment section so that we'll know. Because I like to work with figures. At the point, DMW called me. They said I should join 30 BG. I said I don't want. I like to be prudent. But this time, I need the videos to be back. So if you want to join me, let's just comment so that I can put our numbers. I'll get our cards ready. But then, to our fans out there, if you have a chance to bring anybody back to DMW, I mean, it's just 3 guys. Who would you bring back? So if you have a chance to bring the Mayorkun or Peruzzi or Dremo, who do you think you're going to bring back, and why would you bring such persons back? Let me see the comment section. Let's converse, let's communicate on that platform. I'll catch you guys on the very, very next one. Stay safe, guys, and remember, be careful. Namaste.